What's up, everybody? This is Mike from Real Comics, which I think you probably would have been able to guess because you're on my channel. Sorry, I got distracted immediately before. I've been trying to prep everything to get everything ready so I can at least try to have some sort of a semblance of organization. Like, you know, I actually know what the hell I'm doing, which 9 times out of 10 I don't. But fake it till you make it, right? Anyways, but as I got on, I went online, I went on Instagram to send a message to one of my customers to let them know that I was streaming. And the first post that popped up was a post by Jimmy Palmiotti. Now, he used to work with Joe Quesada. He's a writer. He's Mr. Amanda Connor, to me at least, because he's married to Amanda Connor and she's one of my favorite artists. And he posted a picture, and in the picture, in the text of the picture, he posted something about his brother, and I assumed it was his brother had passed away. And as I continued to read, I saw that John Cassaday was the one who passed away. And if you are a comic book fan, if you are a Star Wars fan, he was the artist for the once Marvel got Star Wars back again, the 2016, I think it was, 2015, 2016 run. He started it, and he also did Astonishing X-Men with Joss Whedon, Planetary. There's a bunch of stuff. And one of the things that actually pissed me off, to be honest with you, really angered me. I believe it was last year, there was a variant cover, and you know what, usually I start off with DC. Anybody that watches the stream knows that I usually begin with DC to throw them a bone and, you know, then go to Marvel. But I threw the cover that I was talking about. Is it going to be shown here? No, see, hold on, I didn't, God damn it. See what I mean? I threw the cover in here to show you guys what I'm going to be talking about briefly, shortly, in a minute. Here we go. Okay. What I did was OBS, for some reason, doesn't... okay, here we go. This is, this is going to be the Marvel stuff, but last year, I believe it was, there was this cover right here for X-Force. I believe it was X-Force number 59. If I remember correctly, maybe it wasn't that much. It wasn't that high. Whatever the case was, the only thing that YouTubers and people online were talking about was, is Marvel really publishing this issue? This cover? Because it doesn't look like his work. I mean, if you've seen Planetary, if you've seen like any of his stuff, this, sure, the layout, the way Wolverine is in front of a big giant head of, you know, the Beast or whatever, but that is a very rudimentary looking Beast. Now, there were pundits on YouTube that were dragging this cover, dragging John Cassaday, and nobody had the presence of mind to say, well, geez, I hope something's okay with him, because if it's wrong, then that's a problem. Looking at this cover would tell somebody that perhaps something happened, because if you were to look at his earlier work, like for instance on Astonishing X-Men, like it's excellent. Like, he had a style. And the style is not what you see on this cover here. So instead of asking if something was wrong with him, they were just too busy, you know, going for the lulz, mocking him and all that. And it just pissed the fuck out of me. And that's how much it pissed me off, because I just used the F. I apologize, but it literally angered me. That was one of the things I would always... that was the controversy for the week. This was back in, it was this year. It was in March. And it was X-Force number 50. Okay? And it really frustrated me. It really frustrated me that people, instead of asking if something was wrong with him, were just dragging him because of the way it looked. And this is indicative of the way social media, and perhaps even the world is. It's just that way. And it sucks. And it sucks. And now, he died, 52 years old. According to Bleeding Cool, it says John Cassaday died this evening at the age of 52. 52. He was admitted to the ICU at Mount Sinai West Hospital in New York last week. His sister Robin wrote, "My little bro John passed away at 6:51 p.m. Texas time. Please keep me and my mom in your prayers." So, I don't know if the two events are related, but this happened with Chadwick Boseman too, when people saw, like, there was a picture that was taken of him. He looked very thin. And instead of saying, geez, I hope something's wrong, they were all making jokes. It was all, because it was fun. It was funny. Like, oh, he doesn't look the way he did. Maybe, let's mock his appearance because, we suck as human beings. And we can't show concern for him instead of just, going for the lulls. And it sucks. It sucks. So, he passed away. He was co-creator of Planetary with Warren Ellis, Desperados with Jeff Marriott, and I Am Legion with Fabian Nuri. He was the artist on Astonishing X-Men with Joss Whedon, Captain America with John Reiber and Jeff Loeb, and Star Wars with Jason Aaron. So, yeah. So that's what I was. I was only 5 minutes late, but Puerto Rican late, whatever. But that's it. So, if you want to see some of his stuff, I urge you to go out and grab any of that stuff. Honestly, any of it. Planetary, Astonishing X-Men, Star Wars. It was the first volume of the 2016 run of Star Wars. But yeah. Or, you know what, if you want to stop down here, I'll be more than happy to order something for you. But that's what happened. So, rest in peace. And move on. Here is Star Wars. Jesus Christ. Amazing Spider-Man number 57. And Zeb Wells is on the book. And to be honest with you, I read it, but I don't remember. I think it might have been John Romita who was doing the art. I don't know. I just remembered that I enjoyed the issue. And I look forward to the next one. Now, in the effort to show some variant covers at least, I do have some of these. This is the Claudio Schironi Disney What If variant right here with Donald Duck playing Ant-Man and Mickey playing Hawkeye. Oh my God, does that mean their marriages are broken up? That's another ridiculous, stupid... See, this is why when you're on the internet, please, for the love of God, look things up. If they sound too ridiculous to be true, 9 times out of 10 they are, because people will just go with things. They won't do the due diligence to discover whether it's true or not, or they'll proceed from half-truths or rumors or innuendos or whatever. And I went into a rant about this before, about how these variant covers made one idiot online proclaim that Disney was splitting up Mickey and Minnie because Mickey was Cyclops and Daisy was Jean Grey or something like that, and it happened in 2 covers, and it's stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And these people get views, and these views get these people money if they're monetized, and that is what's wrong with America today. Let's move on, shall we, to another book that was actually good. This is Avengers Assemble number 1. Now, I'm going to predict that there are going to be some of these comic book channels that, how can I say this, complain about the individuals that make up this particular team of Avengers. But you know what? I'm glad that these people are on this team. You got Shang-Chi, you got Hawkeye, you got Photon, She-Hulk, Wonder Man, Hercules, and I forgot what she's... Julie Power. I don't know what her code name is now. But I'm glad, because, you know, back in the day, these gatekeepers of comic books that are here to protect us by saying, oh, well, why are these teams on here? Is this a diversity book or something like that? Or look, it's woke because they have an Asian dude and a black chick and a chick that's green and oh my God, there's a god on there too. They used to throw random ass characters into the event. Like, if you want to go back and read the Avengers in the 90s, please tell me that Dr. Druid was one of the guys that you wanted on your Avengers team, okay? And then say that to me with a straight face before you start gatekeeping who should be on an Avengers team and who shouldn't. I'm happy with this. It was entertaining, and it was fun, and that's what comic books are supposed to be. So, screw all y'all. You want a good Avengers book? Buy it. Check it out. It's a number 1. There you go. It's a number 1 too. You know, number 1s. You got to buy a number 1. Here we have Blood Hunters, issue number 2. This is a 5-issue miniseries. And I got to say, yes, Elsa is, I think that's her name, Bloodstone, is fighting, she's going to kill Miles. Which I don't necessarily think would be a bad thing for me. And then maybe they could bring him back and rebrand him give him a proper name instead of calling him Miles Morales, and letting everybody in the world refer to him as Miles Morales instead of Spider something. But I do like this cover here. This is by Jeff Shaw, and they're really leaning into this vampire thing. I mean, it's been since Blood Hunt, and who knows how long it's going to last, but I'm glad they're still doing it. Even though, I mean, I'm a fan of Miles in the cinematic universe, not necessarily in the comic book universe, even though I did like the annual because there were a lot of Puerto Rican references in there, which I appreciated. But, yeah. Here we have Captain America. This is issue number 13, lucky number 13. And I did put this one here, although I don't know if I have any more of these variants here, but this is... This is a Phil Noto Godzilla variant, and this is just batshit crazy. I mean, Cap is on a motorcycle with a shield flying into Godzilla's atomic breath. So, yeah. I enjoyed it. Fantastic Four number 25 is up next. This one here. This doesn't look... Honestly, the background... The planet surface does look like it is an Alex Ross cover, but the ship, the Fantastic Car, and Reed and all them, that doesn't necessarily look like Alex Ross. So I don't know who did the cover. Usually it's Alex Ross, but buy it and find out. Here we have speaking of bad branding. Here we have Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. Like, y'all shouldn't have called her Spider. I see. I'm not gonna. I just say this every time. But this is Mark Brooks' cover, and I love it. I like Mark Brooks' covers. They're good. Spider-Man Reign 2, number 3. This is the halfway point. This is a 5-issue miniseries. Carrie Andrews is drawing the hell out of this book. If you are a fan of Todd McFarlane in the 90s Spider-Man, this is your book, because Carrie's Spider-Man is very reminiscent of that. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a compliment. Star Wars, final issue for now. Number 50, right here. Double size, triple size, it's kind of thick. And the art in there is pretty good. I just thumbed through it. I didn't get to see. I wanted to see. I expected it, to be honest with you. I expected it to lead right up to Jabba's palace, because this iteration of Star Wars has taken place between Empire and Jedi. So I kind of expected the end to end up at Jabba's palace. Whether it did or not, I'm not going to tell you. But I did cheat, and I did go to the end. Star Wars Inquisitors, issue number 3. This is the penultimate issue of this 4-issue miniseries. Is here. Will be here Wednesday. And, yeah. Here we have Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 8. Now, this is a pretty cool cover. Khonshu is right there on the cover right there. However, This is probably, well, actually, no, this can't be my cover of the week because I did have another one that we're going to get into in a little while, but that would have been. But this next cover is very hot. This is a hot cover. This is by Russell Dowderman. This is also a thumbnail, so if you saw the thumbnail, then you saw this cover. This is by Russell Dowderman, and this is T'Challa and Storm. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the layout. I don't know if it's the rain. I'm a sucker for rain. Except when I have to, like, actually do business, because usually comic books and rain don't necessarily mix. But I like the rain in other circumstances. But this cover is hot right here. This is the second cover of the week, okay? Because the first cover is 2 covers away, and I will show you that when I get there. You will know it. Or sorry, 3 covers away. Here we have the second printing for Uncanny X-Men #1. This is the Ryan Stegman variant. I do like what they did with this because the second printing for X-Men had the middle piece. This was the original 3-piece, 3 triptych that they did, the Stegman triptych that they did when they announced the books. And this is the second piece, and then the third piece, I forgot what cover that was or what title that was. But I'm sure that's what's next. But I did like the fact that they did this, especially when you got Rogue on there. It's unfortunate about the character to the right of Rogue, or the left of Rogue, but on the right side of the cover. Hopefully he won't be around for long. Here we have Uncanny X-Men #2, which dropped, and I did like it. I do like the art. David Marquez's art is good. There was one panel that I really didn't like, and I'm going to have to tell Gail about that. She needs to keep them as far away from each other as possible. It's towards the end of the book. But anyways, so this next cover right here is the cover of the week for me. And this, as I move this up here, is the Godzilla variant by David Baldeon. And it's got my girl on there. Now, I was going to make this thumbnail. I didn't even mind the Godzilla logo. I could have photoshopped the UPC, but I didn't have the time nor the patience to get rid of the Uncanny X-Men logo and the Marvel up there. And I couldn't find a virgin variant of it. Dave posted the line work, which was black and white, but he didn't post most times, which actually, speaking of, the thumbnail, the Ultimate Black Panther thumbnail that I have, Russell posted the virgin variant, which means no logo, no UPC, and all that on his Twitter. So Twitter is good for one thing, and that's about it right there. But yeah, this would be the cover of the week for me, mainly because anytime I get to see Rogue take on Godzilla, that's a win. That's a win. 2 of my favorite things. Here we have Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue #9. Unfortunately, I didn't get to look through this issue, so I don't know what happened in there, nor who did the art, or any details about it. Just that I can show you the cover right here, and that's what that is. Venom #37 is up next. This is part of the Venom War, continuing Venom War right there. But I did like, oh no, it's not showing the cover. Oh, that's right, because I deleted the other one. Yes, okay. Damn it. Well, there is a Godzilla variant, and it's by Dave Wachter, Wachter. Now, in my Microsoft Explorer, oops, as I just knocked out the fan, it is showing me that variant, unfortunately, again, because of the whole OBS thing. It's not there, I'm sorry. But, yeah. But you do have this Lucas Wernick Stormbreakers variant of Cosmic Ghost Rider to look at, so I guess that's just as good, maybe. Here we have the final issue of Venom, Separation Anxiety, issue #5. Then we have this Venom War Carnage, issue #2, and I think, no, I don't even want to hazard a guess as to who this is. I can see, maybe this is Ken Lashley. I see the signature in between. See where Venom's right knee is, and then there's the, I don't know, all the tendrils or whatever that is from Carnage, like that little circle of orange that's in there. It looks like it could be Lashley. So we'll say it's him. But I think it is. I think it is. Here we have Venom War Wolverine issue number 1. I didn't look at this. I apologize, but it is a 3-issue tie-in to Venom War. Why Venom or why Wolverine is going to be wearing a symbiote? Again, I don't know. Find out. Venom Reborn number 4, the final issue of this 4-issue miniseries, Venom vs. Reborn. Does that mean once this issue comes out, then the Venomverse will go away again, or what's going to happen? Because they killed it, the death of the Venomverse, and then they immediately brought it back again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for all you symbiote fans out there, one of which I am not, this is for you. Up next is Wolverine number 1. Now, I saw the original pages for this book, and to be honest with you, the art was okay. I wasn't impressed, but I didn't hate it. But finished, it looked really good. This looked really good. A character that I couldn't care less about. I mean, he's what symbiotes are to Spider-Man, adamantium laced people are to Wolverine, as far as I'm concerned. And one of the people who wield adamantium makes a return to this book, and that is all I'm going to say about that. But I did like it. And read. Wait a minute. There was an X book. Oh my God, what was it? It was. Was it X-Men 2? Yeah, I guess read this before you read X-Men 2. Actually, I think even this takes place even before X-Men 1. Uncanny X-Men 1. But just read this before. If you buy Wolverine and X-Men, read this before you read that, okay? Just do that. Do that for me, please. And also, here is a really cool Patrick Gleason. This is a foil variant. Now, it doesn't look exactly like this on there because, again, it's foil. But it is really cool. That's why I kept it here. Kind of similar to what he did with Spider-Man, with the webs. The webs, which I did have as the poster for the majority of the pandemic. And last but not least, we have the second printing variant. Actually, this isn't a variant. This, I believe, was the second printing. I mean, the first printing cover. But it's second printing, Tony Daniel. I think all he did was change the X-Force logo, maybe. But disappointing after me giving them props for doing something different with Uncanny X-Men. Oh well, you can't win them all, right? You know what? Let's go over to the DCU, shall we? And we'll get into what's going on here, which honestly isn't much. But we get what we get, and we don't get upset, right? Hopefully they're going to straighten themselves out soon. I read All In, gotta say, and it was really good. The art in there was fantastic. And Doomsday. Oh my God. Darkseid. I always get them confused. I don't know why. Doomsday, Darkseid. But yes, it was good. It was good. Here we have Absolute Power Task Force 7, number 6, the penultimate issue, drawn by Pete Woods. At least the cover is. Whether he does the interiors, no, he doesn't do the interiors, because that second name is way longer than Woods. But yes, apparently it looks like the Amazos, I don't know what you call them, Amazos. I used to call them Amazos. Whatever. Amanda Waller's muscle will be storming Paradise Island. So we'll see what happens there. Here we have Batman 89 Echoes, number 4 of the 6-issue miniseries. Honestly, this series should be done by now, but for some reason there was a delay between issue 2 and issue 3. But this is issue number 4. And I left this one. I don't think I have any more of this cover here. But this is the Sebastian Fuimara cardstock variant. And there we got Mr. Keaton himself. Batman and Robin, number 13, is up next. Simone DeMeo handling art duties on the cover, as you can see. And I think he might be doing the interior, too. I wish I could see what the. Let me see if I can embiggen this. It doesn't look like he did the interior. Sorry, but he does the cover. That's good, right? Here we have Batman Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, number 4. This is a 12-issue miniseries. Leandro Fernandez did this cover. And we have DC versus Vampires, World War V, number 2. This is also a 12-issue miniseries, and Otto Schmidt did this cover here. And he also handles the interiors. And like I said before, Otto's work, honestly, fits this book to a T. Or a V. Get it? V? Vampires? Death in the Family. Robin lives. Yay. Yay. I'm so glad Jason Todd didn't die in this, because he's one of my favorite characters, right up there with Gambit. But this is issue number 3. This is the penultimate issue of this 4-issue miniseries, and if there's any justice in the world, in issue number 4, they're going to kill him. Please, please let that happen. That would be so ironic. Just have 4 issues, 3 issues, or whatever of him being a punk, and then the 4th issue, they kill him again. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. And this is a Rick Leonardi cover. Green Lantern number 15, Absolute Power Connection. Absolute Power tie-in is up next. Ariel Colon is doing the cover here. I don't know who is doing the interiors. I apologize. I haven't seen this issue. But Hal is there. Power Ringless Hal is there. Here's Looney Tunes, number 280. Primer, Clashing Colors. This is the final issue. Issue number 3. This 3-issue miniseries. Here we have the final title for DC, Shazam, issue number 15, I believe. And this is by Gleb Melnikov. No, I'm not dyslexic. Melnikov. Over in Indie Land, we got a bunch of books. This is probably the most independent books. And granted, some of them are just variant covers, but hey, at least there's covers, right? Here we have Department of Truth, issue number 25, Martin Simmons. Cover right there, and you should be able to tell that. Come on. Gotcha Man number 3. This is cover A. Inaki Miranda is handling this cover's art duties. And unfortunately, I'm the only one buying this book, but it's okay. I don't care. Geiger, number 6. Actually, I do care. I wish more people were buying it. Geiger, number 6 is right here. Gary Frank, Brad Anderson cover. And then we have this Francis Manapul cover. And this Herman Peralta cover. So there's 3 different covers of Geiger for you to purchase tomorrow. Wednesday. Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons 2, Sons of Giants, number 3. That's a mouthful. Is right here. And I had to show this cover. This is cover A, but it's got my girl Mothra on there. Like, Mothra was one of the best things about the last Godzilla King Kong movie. She just looked so... it was awesome. She was awesome. It was awesome. Speaking of awesome, here's another one. I threw this B cover here because there she is again. And it doesn't say who did the art on this. I apologize. But it doesn't matter because it's Mothra. Here we have Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, issue number 5. And I don't know who did this cover, but it's cool. However, it's not as cool as this cover here, which is a wrap cover. That's why you only see half of Godzilla. The other side is just as badass. Okay? Take my word for it. Oh, and this is by Sanchez. What Sanchez? I don't know, but it's by Sanchez. Up next, we have Sergio Aragones' Gru, Minstrel Melodies. This is issue number 1. I'm thinking this is a 4-issue miniseries, but it doesn't matter because I will always order Sergio's book. Whenever Gru is out, I will order it. Sergio, if you don't know, worked on Mad Magazine. If you buy a copy of Mad Magazine and you look within the margins, you will see little cartoons in there. that is Mr. Aragonis. And he's still doing it. He's still doing it. God willing, he'll do it for the next 50 years. Precious Metal number 4 of 6 is up next. Ian Bertram handling the art duties. And hopefully... Wait, yes, okay. I'm looking, I see the names, and I missed the 3 names on top of the logo. I only saw the 2 names, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Ian Bertram's name there. But I didn't see the top. So hopefully he's still doing the art in this book, because honestly, for me, that was the selling point. Prodigy, Slaves of Mars, number 2 is up next. And this is a Stefano Landini cover. The final issue of Spawn Misery is up next. This is issue number 4. And I don't know who did this, but I do know it's the final issue, and there's only one, apparently. They didn't do 2 this time. Spawn Scorched is up next, number 33. Cover A and cover B. This one is by Von Randall. Von Randall. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2. Now, this is Jason Aaron and Raphael Albuquerque handling the art duties. Jason Aaron's writing and Raphael's handling the art duties. Let me tell you something. At the end of this issue, something happens, and I'm like, wait, what? But this is cover A, and that was by Raphael. Here we have cover B. This one is by B. Shaw. Here we have cover C, and this is by Kevin Eastman. This is probably my favorite. Not just because it's one of the creators of the Turtles, but I like this cover. Although this cover is good too. And this is by D. Gonzo. And lastly, we have cover E, or sorry, J. Gonzo. D. Gonzo. It's cover D. And this is the E cover by Raphael Albuquerque. So I'd go with this one, or definitely this one. This one's my favorite. Up next, we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles source book. This is issue number 4. And basically, it's kind of like the old Marvel handbook where it breaks down individual characters and gives you a little synopsis of their history and their power set and stuff like that. So if you wanted to know about, I think that's Rocksteady, or is that Bebop? Actually, that's Bebop and Rocksteady. What am I talking about? Then they'll probably have entries in this book. And last but not least, we have Transformers. This is issue number 12 with a Daniel Warren Johnson cover. No interior art. And this is the B cover. This one is by Jorge Corona, the current artist, and Mike Spicer. Oh crap, you know what I didn't do? I didn't pick any random, hold on, variant cover. So, you know what? Let me take this moment to lament the fact that Daniel Warren Johnson will not be drawing or writing Transformers much anymore. And apparently he wanted to take a break. And I'm going to be sad to see him go. I don't remember if they announced who's going to replace him, but hopefully they're good, you know. And that's it. I mean, I am sad. I am legitimately sad that Johnson won't be writing or drawing the book, but I was just stalling so I can add these covers because I didn't pick the covers. Usually I pick random covers, you know, to be displayed randomly at the end when I thank everybody for watching, whether it's live or on the replay, and tell you that that link there, direct.me/roguecomics, is probably the easiest way. I know people like things easy. That's the easiest way to get in touch with me or to see any of the nonsense that I'm doing across the social medias, whether it be murdering 8-year-olds on Fortnite, or getting murdered by them mostly, or ranting about the idiocy of things that YouTubers, my fellow YouTubers, do, like complain about a cover instead of asking something wrong. But that would be the easiest way. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, then by all means, on Facebook it is Rogue Comics CT, and on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, it is Rogue Comics. I tried getting Rogue Comics back for Facebook, but there's somebody that has it and hasn't used it in like 10 years. So, thanks, Herr Zuckerberg. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Anybody that's tuned in live, I can't see any of the metrics, so I don't know. I can see that nobody has commented, and that's okay. And there haven't been a couple likes. I do see that too. 3. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And that's it. As always, have a great new comic book day. And you might see me next week.